Well, firstly, congratulations on the call up. I know it's been a week or two or so, I suppose, now for you, hasn't it? So is it all settled in?
I don't think so. No, still pretty fresh. It's getting a little bit more real now because I've had all my kit delivered, and the rest of it came this morning with a helmet and stuff, which is pretty cool now. So yeah, it's starting to get there, I think. But I think it'll probably settle in once we get on the flight, and once we get there, I think, yeah.
I bet it was like Christmas Day, wasn't it? Your kit arriving, opening all that up.
Yeah, I was like a kid again. I'm the same every time we Lancashire every year when we get that full bag of new stuff. It's brilliant, yeah.
Come on, have you put some on already?
No, I've tried my helmet on. I've done a bit of training in my kit, but I've not tried the whites on. No, I'll wait till I get there for them, I think.
Who was the first person you told?
Well, I was in the room with Lucy, my girlfriend. So she was jumping up. She heard it through the phone, and then I rang my mum and dad, and then like Lucy's mum and dad, and then other family and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's clearly a reflection on this season in particular, I guess, but also your career so far in first class cricket.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I wouldn't trust everything that stats say. I don't think they necessarily tell you that you are, but obviously, I think I've done pretty well so far since starting out. And I sort of feel like the next stage for me to try and get better is a tour like this, and to sort of work with different coaches, be around like a real elite environment, obviously one that I want to be a part of for a long time. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it and sort of getting stuck in.
Do you know what the makeup of the tour looks like? Do you know kind of what's involved?
We've got a bit of an itinerary, yeah. I think it's a bit flexible at the minute, but we've obviously got 3 days of hard quarantine when we arrive in Gold Coast. You can't leave your room for 3 days, and then there's going to be a 11-day stage, which is called soft quarantine. That's going to be where we're still in a tight bubble, still within the hotel, but we can go out and train in little groups. Start to mix as sort of little players groups again, and then after that, I think it's sort of hoping that everything goes all right through that phase. Sort of opens up into a bank of training there, which will be mixed of the Lions and the Ashes squad at some stages, hopefully. And then, yeah, obviously we'll play some inter-squad games, which I think I'm really looking forward to. And then, yeah, it just depends whether you get added on or not. And if not, then you're back on it's either the 15th or the 16th of December, something like that.
Do you go into it, Josh, with kind of an idea as to what you want to get out of it? What kind of main things you want to try and get out of it? Clearly, you want to try and impress. I get that, but is there anything in particular that you're looking to try and take from this experience? Yeah,
there's obviously certain things I really want to work on. I'm quite clear about what I want to sort of get out of that sort of training phase, but also I don't just want to shut it off to what I want to or think I want to learn now. Because when I get out there, them coaches might sort of pick a different part that I've not. What my coaches that I've worked with here for a long time now, they might not see it or not see it under them conditions. So I don't just want to shut off to certain phases. I'm quite open, but obviously in my mind, I do have a couple of things that I want to really make a strength. But also I just want to, get out there and just sort of experience what it's like to be around the best of the best, really. So that's sort of where I see the tour for me.
It feels like almost no matter how it unfolds, you're gonna learn and be kind of better for the experience, aren't you? I guess because of everything that's involved in it.
Yeah, to be fair, everyone that I've spoke to just said just try your best. That's all you can do, and that's the way that I've looked at my cricket now for certainly the last 12 months. I struggled before that, but in the last 12 months, I've certainly looked at it as if if I try my best and do everything that I can, then ultimately what will be, and that's certainly the way I'm looking at this tour. I think at certain times there will be, there's going to be some pressure there, of course. You're trying to impress, like you say, you're working with new coaches. You obviously want to get in that test side. So there's going to be certain phases of them 6 weeks that are going to be challenging. But I think providing that I do everything in my power that I can, then, just hopefully just enjoy the tour and what will be. But I think regardless of, like you said, whether you get added on or whether you come back, I think I think it can only make you a better player being in that environment.
And these conditions you have experienced before. I'm pretty sure you've told me in the past you played in grade cricket, haven't you, in Australia?
Yeah, I played in Sydney. Yeah, so I've never been to Brisbane. So I've heard it's different. It's a challenge that I'm looking forward to being a part of. And yeah, I've already been there, like you said. So it's nothing sort of new. It's just in a different environment. That's all.
And how pleasing is it and nice is it to have your teammates there with you, with Matt and with Saqib as well?
Yeah, so it always makes it that bit more special. I think we were on a call yesterday together, and I think what's best pleasing is the fact that we've played together now for lengths and have done for a while, and then obviously the fact that we grew up together, and now we're going to be sharing like a 3 Lions shirt together is pretty special.